What's going on, everyone? This is Dom, and this year LG took a different approach when designing the G5. It may carry some familiar characteristics, but we're finally seeing a bit of a departure from the G series classic design. Love it or hate it, this phone is very different from its predecessor in many ways. This year LG has turned it up a notch with an all-metal design that gives it a much needed premium makeover, but more on that in a little bit. Around the front side, the G5 is rocking a 5.3-inch QHD IPS display which packs 554 pixels per inch, covered by Gorilla Glass 4. The display is bright and colorful as we're used to seeing with this lineup from LG, but this year we also have an always-on feature which can be enabled within the settings to display additional information on the screen while it's locked, and I find that to be kind of useful but kind of played out at the same time. Powering the show is a Snapdragon 820 processor, Adreno 530 GPU, 4GB of RAM, and a removable 2800 mAh battery, which we'll discuss more in a little bit because there's something special there. Back to design, I'm digging the look and feel of this phone, but it's a bit too slippery in my opinion. The curved top edge of the display is a nice touch though that gives it a very sleek look, while the classic LG bottom chin remains in place. There are a lot of design similarities here when compared to other LG smartphones, but this is definitely one of the biggest evolutions we've seen from LG in its smartphone refreshes. Around the back we have a whole mess of stuff. There's a 16 megapixel shooter, which we'll explore in the full review, and an 8 megapixel shooter with a massive 135-degree lens that works great for some super wide-angle shots. We also have LG's famous laser autofocus and its 3-axis optical image stabilization, and be sure to leave a thumbs up on this video if you want to see a camera comparison with any of the other new flagships out right now. LG has finally retired the rear volume buttons on the backside in favor of a fingerprint sensor / power button and a traditional side rocker volume button instead. The fingerprint sensor, as expected, is simple to set up, but doesn't seem to be as quick as some of the other flagships on the market right now, but still solid nonetheless. Now back to the battery. As I said, the battery is removable, but not in the way that you'd expect. Now there's a small button on the bottom left edge that will release the whole bottom chin module of the phone and allow you to swap out the battery. Now in addition to that, LG is preparing additional modules for the G5 called Friends that will allow you to add new features to the phone, such as a new headphone amp, camera add-ons, and hopefully others in the near future. Unfortunately, there's no wireless charging here with the G5, but we do have a USB Type-C connector for power, as well as Quick Charge 3.0 for up to 45% more efficiency than the last generation charging from Qualcomm. And we also have 32GB of internal storage, but with micro SD card expansion, which is amazing. Here's the deal. At the end of the day, there's a lot of cool stuff here, but nothing that's blowing me away right now. It seems like a great phone so far. It's solid, sleek, and packed with specs, but nothing is really going to make this win smartphone of the year, let's be honest. But we'll get into my full review soon, so be sure that you're subscribed so you can be the first who's notified when that video drops. And as always, hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and thanks again for watching, everyone. This is Dom, and I'll catch you in the next video.